Welcome. The intent of this video is to share knowledge about who yourself is, the phenomenal thinking of I am, or who am I? Before this starts, special thanks to Ken Wheeler and Dr. A.K. Kumaraswamy. There's much to learn in that yourself is not what self is. This sounds deep, but in fact, it's more simple than you think. Let's start with these two images from the ancients. The one on the left depicts a horse, or a being that is in need of calming. The one on the right is a horse or being that is calm. We're going to zoom in on the image on the left. Let's look a bit deeper into the calm one on the left. First, you will notice that there's a white horse and a black horse. A yang, which is the white horse, and a yin, which is the black horse. White implies material, and black implies spiritual. Now you have to imagine that you are the horses. Ready? This is the psychophysical you, or what the ancients called anatman, or not the self. This is the self in manifestation, a mirror. Now you will notice the taut reins, which are controlling the not calm you. The reins are symbolic of your senses. If you're using your senses for material needs, and not spiritual growth, then you are out of control and you will be under karmic sufferings. Now notice the little arrow. The arrow means karmic infinite rebirths until you get it right. Let's now look at the image on the right, the calm one. First you will notice that the white horse is barely visible and the horses are calm. Your spirit is overthrowing your materialistic wants. The loose reins imply that you are being given slack. You are using your senses correctly. Next, you will see an Arahat guide. The Arahat guide is one who has knowledge and wisdom. The Arahat will teach you and show you the way. You also notice in this image that there is a leopard. The leopard who can see the way guides you and the Arahat. How you will know they are guiding you? By listening to your senses. Animals, insects, humans, they will all guide you. You just have to be in tune. Even when someone who's out of tune may guide you without you even knowing it, or them knowing it. Example, slowing you down while you are driving. This brings us to the self, the Atman, who is holding the reins. This is where you'll hear the definitions such as God, universal force, principle, beginningless, the absolute, the one. But this is not a being as we think. The absolute cannot be materialistic. A quote from Ken Wheeler's book, The Indefinite Dyad, in Plotinus, Metaphysics and Mysticism. The one, the absolute, may be thought of conventionally as principle and attribute, both of which together spell as if it were the one. For the one cannot, does not, may not stay in itself, but radiates its goodness outwards such that it is in nature, as it is in its activity. To deny same is to deny the one altogether, to negate the very definition of the one. One carries with it no fault for embodiment, for the one is neither sentient nor being, but rather the principle behind being. Suffice to mention that one cannot be being. As such, God is to blame cannot come to pass, for the one is not being. Clear? If not, it will come clearer with time. Moving on, we will further look at each one of these images as it relates to your journey or path. So we're going to start with the not right path. You will notice that all these psychophysical beings are going in a different direction, bumping into each other, going into all kinds of different directions. And what this does causes separation, feeling of lost, confusion, incohesive, wanting, materialistic, ignorant, eternal rebirths, karmic suffering, and not in tune with your senses. Moving over to the right path, as you can see, all beings are moving towards one common point, one common goal, the point in the middle. This is true in physics, and it's true in metaphysics. Like a magnet, like the law of attraction, all to one common point and goal. This means all beings are in tune with their senses. There's togetherness, there's cohesiveness, knowing, wisdom, and ascension from eternal rebirths. Note that the Absolute, the Atman, or Self, holds the reins for each and every one of us. We all have the same Self, which is the Absolute, one love. So, are you seeing Self in what is not Self? Atman? Do you get it? What do you want now? Peace, cheers, love. Thank you.